The Deluxe Edition Network, also known as The Den, is an incredible podcast network that offers a wide variety of entertaining and informative podcasts.
With a lineup of shows covering various topics, such as interviews with a wide variety of guests, history, music, relationships, true crime, and so much more. The Den provides content that caters to a diverse range of interests.
The hosts and guests on the Deluxe Edition Network demonstrate a deep passion and expertise in their respective fields, making each episode on each show engaging and thought-provoking.
The network fosters a sense of community by encouraging listeners to interact through live chats, social media, and forums, creating an inclusive environment for discussion and sharing opinions.
With its commitment to high-quality production, the shows in the Deluxe Edition Network continue to captivate and entertain its ever-growing audience.
Whether you're a podcast enthusiast or someone looking to explore new topics, The Den is a fantastic platform to dive into and uncover fascinating insights from experts in their fields.
The Deluxe Edition Network is the home of independent awesomeness.
To find all these great podcasts in one convenient location, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
I'm going to need the short girls to start dating the short kings. Please. I'm begging you. If you're 5'4", a guy that's 5'9" is still 5 inches taller than you. 5 inches taller than me is 6'5". Okay, 5'9" might not be tall for the earth, but he's tall for you. Just do me a solid, man. Stop snatching up all the prime real estate.
It's my fucking
hero. I saw
hero
a girl that's
right
5'2", dating a guy that's 6'8". How does that even work? You're gonna give that man back problems. Like, is he squatting down to hug you like I squat to hug my toddler? Like, please. 6'3" is like tall for me. So I have a very limited pool to choose from here. Date the short kings, please.
Yeah.
It's easier for you. It's impossible for me.
That's new. Okay.
Hello, welcome to the Milf and Me podcast. I'm your host, Antonio, here with my lovely co-host, as always, Diana. Welcome.
Hello.
Damn.
Damn.
You came in today with the heat.
I came in hot.
You came in really hot.
And I'm not talking about hot. Like, I'm talking about, I'm mad. I'm just pissed.
You're pissed.
I'm pissed today.
We're
Today
not
I'm
talking
pissed.
about perimenopausal hot flashes. We're not talking about the heat in the house. When you walked in, you literally had fucking smoke coming out of your ass.
Yeah, first of all, it took me an hour to get here, which doesn't normally take me it takes me maybe 20 minutes. Took me an hour to get here. Fucking hate traffic. Utah drivers are the worst. Utah drivers are something special and the worst in the world.
Yeah.
I act like I'm a world traveler when I say that. So good. I'm just pissed at everything right now. Like, life, I'm kind of getting tired of getting drop kicked.
And it's only, the 8th day of the month of the new year.
But hey, my New Year's intention, I'm holding strong.
Yeah.
I'm not a very soft person.
I also think, apart from your New Year's intentions, it sounds like you got a New Year's hit list.
There's some houses I'd like to burn down.
There's some houses, right? I got the kindling.
Yeah, there's some motherfuckers that... Anyways, hi, guys.
Hi, what's up?
Hi.
So here we are into the new year, and let's talk about those intentions really fast. I think I've already started some of mine doing pretty well. What did we eat as soon as you got here?
We ate rice, white rice, and stir fry, homemade stir fry.
With tofu and shit. Like,
with tofu.
I'm taking this health thing that I talked about last year, and I'm 8 days in, and I'm really taking it serious.
And I just needed a motherfucking Coke when I walked in the house. I'm like, and he's like, have a LaCroix. It's 0 sugar.
I don't have any sugar.
I'm like, can I have something with sugar? No, I don't have anything in this house with sugar. I'm like, any wine? No, I'm out of wine. I'm like, where the fuck am I actually?
LaCroix is not a sponsor.
Damn, we should get in touch with them.
What about that short king lady? Okay, so my fucking hero, because I've been saying this for years. I was even saying this back when we were like hanging out.
Yeah.
And kind of like, there's no one out there that wants a 5'7" dude, blue, blah, blah, blah.
Because you need a short girl.
I need a short girl. And one of the things that we talk about is, especially here in Utah, short girls don't want. They think 5'7" is short, and it is.
I'm 5'5", 5'7"
Yeah,
too short.
but I'm like, lady, you're 5'1".
Right,
Like,
right.
what the fuck are we talking
Right.
about
If I was
here?
5'1", I would date 5'7".
I used to run a restaurant, right? I used to run several restaurants, and the jazz players would always come in. Like, they were
Oh, yeah,
talking
that's
like
right.
2004 to 2008 jazz
And
team.
you were like, hi.
These sons of bitches had like 5 foot tall wives.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right. They're like little nothings.
Mm-hmm.
And here they are taking up like half a table.
Mm-hmm.
And all I could think of was like, the fuck.
You're just pissed, huh? You're like, I need that 5-0 girl.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I got one, you know, Kristen's 5'1", you know,
Yeah,
and
I knew she was pretty short.
I've dated people exactly my height. And
You have 5'7"?
yeah, 5'6", 5'7", and that's never really an issue. Even the ones that decided to wear heels,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not intimidated by taller women. I'm not.
That's good.
I've had one girlfriend that was like, I don't give a shit if I'm taller than you with heels. I just want to look good. She was
Yeah.
fine with it. I had the other one who was like, I don't want to go someplace nice because I want to wear my nice shoes and then I'll be taller than you and I just can't fucking handle it.
Oh, yeah.
And I dated her for 3 years.
That was her problem. Yeah, I dated someone for a minute that was 5'7". Uh-huh.
Right. Well, I mean, even back.
He was a little piece of shit. Like, just like you could just flick him. Like, I really could just break him in half. Anyways. So we won't talk about that.
I remember like on the earlier episodes, like one of the first 2 or 3 episodes, you actually said that you were taller than me. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe when you're wearing your heels, but we
Yeah.
don't go out when you wear your heels.
No.
So
I don't wear heels as much anymore anyway. I have plantar fasciitis. I'm old as fuck, dude.
yeah, I'm old as fuck. I got arthritis. I got high blood pressure. Let's not talk about all of our ailments. We're going to depress the fuck out of our
Well,
audience.
you're
right?
the one that got onto this whole spiel on height.
Well, there's a reason why. We never really talked about deal breakers for us in relationships,
Oh,
right?
damn. Yeah.
So we did do the episode while you were gone with Stephanie about icks. And I think icks are fucking stupid because, like, I mean, most of them I think are a joke. It's just people bullshitting, blah, blah, blah. Because, like, you can have an ick with someone but still date them and still love them, but you still got those things where you're like, ugh, you know?
Yeah, but they're icks that you actually say to their face, like, I fucking hate when you do that. Why do you do that? It's disgusting. Like, that's an
Right.
ick that you communicate, and it's a funny thing.
Right. It's like,
not a
why are
deal
you
breaker.
always wiping your nose on your sleeve? Or,
Yeah.
like, do you have to pick your ass in public? Like,
Right,
seriously,
right.
that kind of shit, you know?
Yeah, or like chew with your mouth open. Like,
right.
gross. Yeah.
But deal breakers.
Deal breakers are different.
That's different. And I actually kind of had to think about, like, what deal breakers are for me.
Mm-hmm.
I had a hard time coming up with them. You want to know why?
Probably the same reason why I would, but please tell me.
Well, because I'm a dude. I feel like dudes will put up with so much shit just to A, get laid, and B, get in a relationship that hopefully lasts.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. And we've talked about this a lot. We talk a lot about this online. Is like, how much do you put up with
Yeah.
as a guy because you know that your partner has so many better options out there than you?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean those options are going to last, but they're out there.
It's true.
But you, as like me, the partner, or like a partner like me, wants to make it last. So you deal with shit like that. So I have very few deal breakers, and the deal breakers that I do have, obviously you've seen me date enough people,
Yeah.
weren't that big. And if they were, I just kind of like, yeah, but
I want to hear your deal breakers.
we'll get to that in a second.
Oh, come on.
I know some of yours, but I also feel you're flexible like me.
Yeah, I knew that was the next thing.
Because
Like,
you think with a dick. Like you are
Yes.
are super masculine on the streets and you're feminine in the sheets. We talked about this before, but like you're meeting dudes out in the street. So you're thinking with a dick and then you get feminine at home with them. Like that's what you want to be, is submissive at home, but you kind of want to like
I can kind of turn it on and off when I need to. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I can do feminine on the streets too when I need to. And anyway, yes.
So
I was gonna go down a big rabbit hole on that one, but you're welcome. I stopped.
I wanted to see what other people think about deal breakers.
Mhm.
So I have a list, and this is not from Reddit. This is actually from BuzzFeed.
So you're not sharing yet your deal breakers?
We'll save those for the end.
Got it.
So I'm going to go ahead and read some of these deal breakers off of BuzzFeed that people have shared.
Oh my God.
So here's one. When they have celebrity crushes or follow Instagram models / e-girls, I just kind of think it's childish as an adult to be obsessed with someone who would never in a million years want them. Is that a deal breaker for you?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
It's the same as like me walking around the Ferrari dealership. I'm never going to have a fucking Ferrari. So what's the harm in me like walking around?
Never say never, but yeah, I get it. And obviously, like, I have celebrity crushes.
I got celebrity crushes. I look at some of those girls on Instagram. Do I follow them and communicate and like DM and shit like that? No. And it's crazy to see how many people do because, you know, let's say they have like 2 million followers and then you see like a post and it has thousands of responses.
Yeah.
Those aren't coming from mutuals and friends. Those are coming from horny, thirsty dudes.
Yep.
I've never done that. But like, I don't see something so wrong with that.
Yeah, no, everyone's going to have crushes. And I mean, that's just silly. That's stupid.
Who's your celebrity crush?
Man or women?
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, you know. So my celebrity crush dude would probably be, I mean, I know I'm crazy. This is so stupid and it's going to age me. But I've always been obsessed with Tom Cruise, always since I was a little girl.
You know, he's 5'7".
You don't need to ruin my life. Don't ruin my life, actually. But yes, I did. And Brad Pitt. I'm big into Brad Pitt. Like I said, like I'm aging myself, right? Like those are my guys. Jennifer Lopez and Mariah Carey. Those are my two ladies. So anyways, who are yours?
Oh, I like musicians.
Yeah,
like,
I figured.
I like, what's her name? Hayley Williams from Paramore, the redhead. I like her. Yeah. I like, so now that I'm watching Below Deck, there's all these like Australian yacht girls. There's this girl named Aisha. She was on like 2 or 3 seasons, the Australian one.
I have no clue who this is, but
yeah,
sure.
But she's really funny, really silly, and she's hot. I'm like, yeah, and she's brunette. You know me, I got a thing for brunette.
Okay, I want to know an actress. You have to tell me a one woman celebrity crush for you that's an actress.
You know, when I was young, crazy, and stupid, it was Angelina Jolie, and then I learned that crazy doesn't equal happy.
You've always been attracted to crazy. Yeah, no, that's okay. I get that.
But Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
Throughout the decades.
Perfect.
From like Beetlejuice until now.
Yep.
You know, I'm like, yeah,
yeah,
that's my lady. My all-time favorite celebrity crush, you probably wouldn't know her, is Phoebe Cates from Gremlins and Fast Times at Ridgemont High and Drop Dead Fred. That's actually who my daughter is named after. It's not Phoebe from Friends, it's Phoebe Cates. So yeah.
Well, you know I'm obsessed with Drop Dead Fred. So.
Yeah, I know.
Drop Dead Fred.
How about this one? When guys have feminine hands or long nails. I have a thing for hands, and I'm just not attracted if the guy has hands like that. What?
That's not a deal breaker.
Feminine hands?
That's an ick.
Okay, that's more of an ick. But yeah, you're not going to break up with someone like that.
No, I appreciate some manly hands.
Nails, though. Like, that goes into hygiene, and hygiene actually is one of my deal breaker things.
But wait, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to share my story.
Oh my God.
Remember?
I know you're talking about. Save that one for the...
in the Dominican Republic?
Save that one for the end. I remember that one.
Oh shit, I forgot about that one. I'm so excited now.
Okay, so this one triggered me. We've actually talked about this before.
Uh-oh.
When they are incapable of fixing things around the house, whether it's putting furniture together or hanging lamps on a ceiling, they need to be able to do something. I can do it myself, but I'd feel way better if my significant other does it with me.
Is this women talking about men only, or where are we right now on this?
I believe this is women for men.
Got it.
I mean, I'm handy. We talked about this, and you gave me a compliment, like, oh, you built all this shit and stuff like that.
So perfect.
Right, but there are things that I feel are like basic things that I fucked up, and I felt so just emasculated because I fucked them up. My partner didn't even blink. She's like, well,
yeah,
call a guy. Like, she didn't care.
Call a guy.
She's seen me do enough shit around the house, right?
Yeah.
But that is a fear for me because I think my dad was so handy growing up. And if I fuck something up, I start comparing myself to him. And I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking baby right now. Like,
no.
I just shit my pants essentially.
No, you do great around here.
But do you have to have a guy that's handy around the house? Is that a deal breaker or is that just kind of a preference?
It's a preference.
I feel this day and age, that's something that's getting like harder to find. Like, you've always dated older, so that works for you.
Okay, first of all, in this day and age, every single fucking thing is hard to find. I'm just going to tell you that much. But yes, it's a preference. Obviously, I've been handling shit on my own for so many years, so I can just do it myself. However, yeah, it'd be helpful if someone knew what they were doing. But you're right. Like, we have Thumbtack now.
We have Thumbtack now.
Yeah.
Okay, this is so modern, but I have someone who's actually now completely obsessed with this.
Oh.
When they are obsessed with cryptocurrency, that is such a pussy dryer for some of my female friends.
Is it really?
She's like, oh my God. Two of my friends especially, because one, her husband fucked up their finances for like ever because of cryptocurrency.
Really?
Yeah. And the other one is like, oh my God, because she lives out in Draper. So she's like in the Silicon Slope area stuff. All those people are obsessed with cryptocurrency. And that's all these bros want to talk about. Like, she goes to the bar and someone buys her a drink, and 5 minutes later, so are you into Ethereum? Are you into Dogecoin? Are you into this shit?
No.
She's like,
Yeah, no, I haven't had the opportunity of having someone obsessed with cryptocurrency. So
consider yourself blessed. When I give my significant other my purse to hold while I'm tying my shoes or something, and he gets uncomfortable by holding something feminine.
That's just silly.
I've literally like worn blouses and gowns and dresses for my significant other so she could like see how it fit on a human, because two of the girls I dated were like my height. Didn't bother me one bit. I think I was kind of fun. You know, I'll carry your shit.
It's not a deal breaker. But
like, I'll carry diaper bags. I'll carry your purse.
Yeah, I'd probably look at him and be like, chill the fuck out. If you keep holding this attitude, you're going to be carrying that the rest of the evening. So,
okay, so this is something I've actually heard a lot about lately from all of these, I don't want to call them anti-man influencers, but they are just trying to like awaken the message of like how some men are a little bit too obsessed with themselves and not so much the household and the family. When they spend thousands of dollars on their hobbies and then skimp on using the heat in the winter or buying healthy groceries at home because they're expensive.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out.
And you're talking to a dude that spent probably like $1,000 on hobbies and shit in here. I'm not going to count the movies because that's been like a lifelong thing. But if there's one thing I don't skimp on, it's creature comforts and fucking food.
Right. Me too.
Like, I will go without buying clothes for years.
Me too.
I will go without going to the movies or a concert or shit like that, or spending more money on my hobbies.
Yep.
If it means that we've got good food and that we've got light, heat, and power.
Yeah.
I know too many people like this,
That
especially
is 100%
in Utah.
a deal breaker. Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep. Take
And
your hobbies and go fuck them.
you've lived in areas that were more, let's say, astute, a little more wealthier areas. I guarantee you, you know guys and seen guys who've got every fucking toy in the garage, have got every boat, every car, every fucking guitar on their wall, and they're asking to split the check because they're a little short this week.
Or
Go
they
fuck yourself. Or go on.
Or perhaps I borrowed money from them and their ego is bruised and they need all that money back.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. It's so good. But no, I've actually never had that experience fully like you describe it or like it states in that sentence, but that's pretty sad.
This is right up your alley. When the smell and taste of their mouth and body is unpleasant to me, it must be right or it can't work. And we did a whole episode on pheromones and body chemistry and shit, and we kind of covered that. You're pursing your lips. What the fuck?
Yeah, yep.
Are you about to burn some fucking bridges right now?
No, I don't want to. No, smells mean everything. So if your body odor isn't right or if something's not right, it's not happening.
Right.
I don't care who you are. As a matter of fact, this is kind of funny. There is a famous person that lives in Utah. And am I allowed to say names? Can I say names? I don't know. Is this like, can I do that?
It's up to you. We can always bleep it out if you want to change your mind later.
Post Malone. And I've heard his manager has like tried to tell him he needs to shower more and stuff. Like his fans will give him a hug and it's not pleasant. And people talk about it all over the valley.
I've actually heard that too.
Yeah, I've had a recent experience with someone nothing like we've met up a few times, but I've friend zoned him. The smells aren't right. Yeah, it's not pleasant to the fact it's concerning me because I don't know if this is a great opportunity to ask you.
Yeah.
Is that something you can say to a dude? Like, yo, there's this new deodorant for men. It's really good. Like, what do you say? How do you bring this up? Because I love him as a person. I do. Right. And he's great. He's a really good friend of mine. He, something's not right. I don't know what it is or if he even notices it.
It could be a chemical imbalance between the two of you. Like we talk about pheromones. Like maybe no one else notices it, but it's something about you does. And it means that you're just not.
So like no one else has noticed it.
Compatible.
Right.
Yeah, quite possible. Like I said, I told you I had two, I'm not going to say exes, but two women in my life that I thought smelled like cat pee. But no one else
right.
did.
That's
and
right.
So that was nature saying, you do not want to put a baby in this one because it's not right. That's nature telling you, you guys don't belong together.
Okay, I have to tell this story real quick.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend, she's starting to date again. Anyway, she met this guy and went to his house, and his entire house smelled like cat pee. And we are animal lovers.
Right.
Like I love cats. She loves cats. We love animals. She even has a bunny. She has a bunny and a cat at her house. And it was so bad that she had to end it immediately because it was that bad. Like this guy didn't have a care in the world. Like it just, his cat's pissed.
That's a deal breaker for me too.
His cat's pissed all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, whew,
yeah,
I don't know.
Hygiene / care of your domicile, right?
Yeah.
Like
I'm just wondering what's happening. We're
probably
in our 40s. We're in our 40s and some of us are homeowners or some of us, I'm renting, right? But we live in homes. These are our homes. Like, why are they smelling like shit?
I've got a crazy theory, but I'm not going to get into the rabbit hole of it because it sounds super like conspiracy, TikTok-y, whatever. But there has been a lot of studies about people who have parasites in their brain that essentially don't allow them to notice those things. In fact, the parasites rewire their brain
Holy shit.
to the point where it's like they encourage that kind of stuff because it allows the parasites to prosper.
That literally might be the only thing that makes sense.
That is why they say like crazy cat ladies.
Yeah.
The reason why they're crazy is because they've got parasites in their brain
They're not
that
noticing.
want more cats so cats can piss and shit more and spread the parasite.
Oh,
it's
I can't.
crazy, but yeah, it makes me sick when I talk about it.
I know, I literally can't. Let's stop. Ugh.
This one, okay, this might be a little bit shallow, but it kind of rings true with me. When they're a bad speller, if I notice via text that you can't spell, I am turned off from going further. Motherfucker, we're in the 21st century. Everything's got spell check now. Take a fucking second.
Yep.
Look for the little squiggle line under the word you just wrote. Confirm. And then send. And if you fucked up, do the little asterisks and the correct spelling so at least I know that you noticed that you fucked up. Like, seriously. My favorite thing now, especially like when people try and comment on our podcast and they spell shit wrong, I'm just like, well, I'm not taking you seriously. You can't even spell check where the fuck.
I've ended. I've ended things due to bad spelling. Ended it.
I love
turkey. Cold turkey. Severed it. Well, listen, you're so cool. Let's just stay friends.
There's some people who like somehow manage to build these big careers, I don't know, through math or through bullshit and stuff like that. And then like I see their handwriting, it's like, my fucking autistic 13-year-old writes better than you. Like, what's going on here?
No.
It's kind of mind-blowing.
No, I can't do the bad spelling and when my name's spelled wrong.
How about do not spell Diana's name wrong.
My name is spelled with 2 N's.
I know it's tricky, and no one else really spells her name that way. But
Love you. No names. No names.
No names.
But anyway, my name is spelled with 2 N's. And, it's kind of funny because when I was working at that one place, I love how I'm not saying any names for specific reason, but I had a lot of sales reps that I helped maintain, and they spelled my name wrong once. One time. Yeah. Anyway, it's a big deal. Yeah. Pay attention to details.
When they are focused on fitness, it usually spills over into judging me, and I want to be able to enjoy a pizza or go out to dinner without worrying about every single carb. I've never dated a fitness girl before, ever. So
I've dated a fitness dude.
Yeah.
For sure.
What was that like?
I'm very upfront about the fact that I will support them when we go out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to cook for them specific unless they would like to help or bring the ingredients, and I'll help, prepare it or cook it or whatever. But this is my life. This is how I do it. And this is your life. And that's how you do it. And I'm going to eat that. You're going to eat that. And if you have a problem with it, but if it becomes over the top, then absolutely. It could be a deal breaker. I mean, I dated a vegan for 2.5 months. A vegan, full blown. Whew, that was rough.
And it's like you were blessed with great genetics, obviously, because you don't work out worth a damn.
I don't work out
at all.
I know.
Lots of people, including myself, are jealous of how you're able to do that. And you're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go eat a fucking pizza.
A whole pizza.
A whole pizza.
Not a slice of pizza. No, that's usually when I've had an edible or two. Then I need a whole pizza. No, I've gotten lucky. I have a high metabolism. Yeah. Oh my God, we're talking so much about this. Now I'm going to gain like 100 pounds.
Cursing you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, whoa. Go back to that. Yep.
You want to do the 23?
Yep.
When they have teeth that are too perfect and white. I'm attracted to the unique characteristics of a person. So I would be so turned off by anything too perfect. I have a preference for visible dental work and smiles where a lot of the upper gums show.
I'm going to go ahead and go against that a little bit.
Okay. Why?
Because if they don't have straight teeth or if something's going on, then it's not attractive.
Okay.
So that's a little bit over the top. Like, there's no such thing, I don't think, as too perfect. Maybe they whiten their teeth too much. Sure, that's a thing. I know those guys.
Right.
But straight teeth are very important. Very important. A good smile, a good mouth, that's all important stuff. Yes.
I mean, it's interesting because I know some people who are very wealthy and they just think that their teeth, which are not perfect, is just who they are. They really don't care about themselves aesthetically. I think one of the things that we have to remember about this is that it's okay to have preferences.
Yeah.
We're not saying you're a fucking shallow bitch because you won't date me because I'm 5'7". It's like, okay, yeah, I get it. You're 5'5", 5'6". You want to date a taller dude. Totally cool. I was mostly joking about those 5-foot girls dating the 6'2" guys.
Yeah.
But there's still a little bit of truth to that. It's like, I think every dude in their heart would love to date a Phoebe Cates, would love to date Nicole Kidman or a Sandra Bullock.
Sure.
But most of us don't have that opportunity. And I think that women, I'm not going to say are always chasing that dream, but I think they realize it's much more achievable for them to get more what they want than what it is for guys to get what they want.
That's, yeah, that could be true.
And I'm not holding against them. I'm just saying, I think that is a thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm more concerned about teeth color than I am teeth straightness.
Well, the color, that's part of this thing, right?
Too yellow is an issue.
Absolutely. That's not okay.
I think too white is an issue when they don't look like human teeth anymore. Like when you start looking like a Ken doll, that's a problem.
No, I literally, I know those people. It's bad. It's too white. I've made comment on it. You got to stop the whitener. It's working. Don't do it every night.
So do you want me to do my deal breakers first and then you'll do yours? You got a story to tell us. So I'll do my deal breakers first. Number 1, 100% is hygiene.
Yeah.
Being able to take care of yourself enough to go out in public. I don't care about the hairiness thing, right?
You don't?
I used to, but honestly, there are so many women these days that either don't shave their armpits every day or let their legs go or let their lip go. it doesn't bother me as much because I feel that does go back to like a real superficial time. That's more aesthetic than it is hygiene.
Like their vajayjay is just like
I haven't seen
bushing out.
I haven't seen a bushy vajayjay in like 20 years.
Whew,
Like
I'm glad I haven't.
I've seen like some landing strips and like some you know, fuzzy numpkins, but a full bush I haven't seen since like the 90s.
I just don't like hair. I'm not. Yeah, no.
Right, you want to be aerodynamic. You want to slip and slide out of places without any wind resistance.
Put it this way. When I go out with someone and I'm not looking to have sexy time with them, I will make special effort to make sure I do not shave. That's the thing that holds me back because it's like, nope, sorry, I'm not prepared for this. Gotta go.
But no, smells, teeth.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal. And then when it goes back to like the domicile, because what's the saying that we used to say when we were younger, like hot girl, messy room?
Yeah,
that used to be the thing. You see like selfies of these girls that like, oh yeah, they're all gorgeous, but look in the mirror and their room is just a fucking disaster, and that's just their life.
Yeah,
I've dated it. I'm done with it. You come to my house, I vacuum every day. I clean and pick up, and my partner's cleaning up too.
My house is the same way.
I feel like we have a system now. She takes care of the baby shit, and I take care of the rest of the house, and it's a good dynamic.
My house looks better than I do, actually.
For me, finances don't worry. They don't bother me. Car doesn't bother me. Clothes don't really bother me. It's really, how do you keep yourself clean and presentable, and how do you keep your house clean and presentable?
Yeah,
I can even live with a dirty car. I get it.
You're
busy.
A dirty car is a dirty car, but if it's a piece of shit car,
right,
that's got some dents in it, and the fucking bumpers hanging from a thread, that's a deal breaker.
That's fine.
I'm not rolling up.
Not when you're 42 years old.
I'm not rolling up in your hoopty fucking car, right? Like I drive a nice car and I work my ass off to pay for that piece of shit thing. It's not a piece of shit. It's a nice car. But do you know what I'm saying? Like I work hard. I expect you to.
Right.
Otherwise, I'm driving us to our dates.
Right. There you go.
Whatever it is, what it is.
Tell your story.
Hygiene. Number one, always. Same with you.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a lavish, beautiful beach vacation in the Dominican Republic. And the man that I was with, so we were dabbling. We weren't serious or anything. We were just kind of seeing where things were going. And I think he may have fallen in love with me. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, he took off his shoes. So he wore shoes and socks. Like he, you know, because we came from a very cold climate. I'm not going to give too much information. And he took off his shoes and socks, and we were getting our flip-flops on to go down to the beach. And I looked down at his feet and was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is on your foot? What's wrong with your foot? And I had never noticed this before. His toenails were long. And it was like his pinky toenail specifically. And I don't even know what was said because it was a few years ago. The look on my face probably said everything. And he was like, oh my gosh, like my daughter usually does my pedicures for me. And I'm like, you do your pedicures for you.
You're a grown ass man.
Like, where's your like manicure set? Like,
right.
And he was wealthy. He had a lot of money. It's like, you could even go have like I go to a little Vietnamese guy. Like he's been doing my nails for 8 years. You go to one of those shops. Like, I don't care. Sit down and let them take care of you. But it's priorities. It's just priorities. It's like, okay, so I'm looking around going, well, he doesn't drive like a super crazy expensive car. He doesn't have an amazing, huge ass, massive house. Like, where is his money going if it's not going to personal care, right? Everything, like all the red flags, so many questions. Like, I went down a rabbit hole, like, holy shit. Like, what about me? Like, what if I want to get a pedicure?
Right.
Like, can I go get a pedicure? You know, like, I don't know. It just went from that to everything. And it grossed me out. First and foremost, it grossed me out. Because he was he was put together everywhere else.
Right.
It was absolutely shocking. Honestly, I couldn't believe it, and was you know the pinky fingernails, right?
Yeah.
Like on your hand, like when they use it for Coke.
Yeah.
And I think I made some smart ass joke
Of course
about that.
you did.
Like, are you using that for Coke? Like, how do you do that? I'm not even that flexible. Oh my God. It was horrible. It was horrible. Anyway.
You left out the best part.
What part?
You came home early by yourself on that trip.
I did.
Because you text me, you're like, I took a cab to the airport and waited like 10 hours just to get the fuck home because I had to get out of there.
Well, we got into a fight.
Yeah.
A big argument. And it was way deeper than long toenails. Yeah, there was an incident that took place and we just weren't seeing eye to eye, and I didn't want to make it awkward and uncomfortable. And plus he paid for the whole trip, so I just paid to get my ticket moved up and went to the airport by myself. I don't know how I didn't get kidnapped. I probably should have. That would have been interesting.
One more thing to talk about on the podcast.
Yeah, that was an interesting time.
Well, I mean, so these deal breakers that we talked about, Mike, I know what mine are. You know what yours are. And a lot of these don't sound too crazy to some people. Like, I get it. Like, there are some stupid ones. Like, oh, if he watches How I Met Your Mother, go fuck yourself. That's like a really shallow
so stupid.
one.
I do have another one, though, that's a big deal nowadays.
Okay.
Filters. Dudes, I am on one dating app, just so everyone knows. It's the Facebook dating. It's shitty. It's absolutely horrible. But I'm on it because I'm keeping tabs on what the hell's going on out there. And it's the same across the board. Bumble, Tinder, Facebook dating. It doesn't matter what there is. It's the same shit. So I stayed on one. These dudes are using filters. As in the portrait setting on your iPhone, how it like really makes everything just look flawless and soft and airbrushed.
And it softens the background.
Every picture is airbrushed looking. And I'm going, why?
Yeah.
Why are you guys giving us shit as women for using filters? I know they're talking about the snappy chat filters, whatever. But dudes are using filters and it's disgusting. They could be the most awesome, cool dude, beautiful beard, who knows? I don't fucking know what type of dudes, but they could be a catch. But those filters, every time it'll drop me off. And I'm not the only woman. I've talked to a few women of this, and it's
interesting.
It's a deal breaker.
All right.
So stop.
Stop with the filters. And if you got any deal breakers, listeners,
I want to know.
We want to know. Reach out to us on Instagram on the Milf and Me's page. Email us at themilfandmepod@gmail.com. Reach out. We want to hear from you. And yeah, Diana.
Yes.
Thank you for showing up tonight and not killing me since you've been on fire today.
Thank you. I love you. I would never kill you.
I love you so much. Everyone, you know where to find us, themilfandmepod.com, Facebook, Instagram, we'll just leave a little bit of Twitter, or you can find us on thecultworthy.com under the Milf and Me tab.
Yeah.
And Diana, I'll see you next week.
Love you.
Love you.